when you looked away. It sat on my tongue and begged to stay. You laughed at something I didn't hear. I smiled like I wasn't near. What if it's too much? What if it's too soon? What if I love you makes me the fool? Say it or don't, that's the choice I hold. Between burning quiet or burning bold. I wanna be honest, but I don't wanna fall without knowing if you'll catch me at all. I replay our moments like film on mute, trying to read what your eyes compute. You lean so close, but never through. I count the inches between me and you. I write the words and erase the line. You ask me why, say I'm fine. Say it or don't, that's the cliff I'm on. Do I jump or just walk alone? I wanna be fearless, but I learned the cost of loving too loudly and getting lost. I've said it before to the wrong face, heard silence back and kept my place. So now I sit with all I want and ask again, say it or don't. Say it or don't, but I know it's true. I'm already gone if I can't say it to you. I wanna mean it without regret, but I'm scared of what I won't forget. We never kissed, but I still remember your name like it happened in winter. You laughed at my joke but didn't reply. I said see you, but you never asked why. I made you a song but never pressed send. You looked at me once like maybe back then. There wasn't a fight, no clear end in sight, just long pauses, then too many nights. It almost was, but never became a thing to hold or even to name. I thought of you like maybe you thought, but maybe you didn't. Maybe it's not. I walked by your street, you weren't there. I typed how are you, but left it bare. You borrowed my pen and never gave back, but that's the closest closest we ever had. Some things end before they start. Some people leave without a part. It almost was a line of scene. You smiled too much but said nothing mean. I almost stayed, you almost called, we almost loved, but that was all. You told her you're lonely, and I almost laughed, 'cause I was right here just 1 year back. It almost was, but never grew. I wanted more, and so did you. We almost meant, but never do. We almost meant, but never do. I saw you smile in someone's arms. I said good for you, but blinked too hard. You held her close like I once stood. She touched your face like I once would. She made you laugh, I looked away. I knew that sound from better days. She sees the now, but not the past. She gets the ease I held too fast. But I knew him first. His quiet breaks, his morning thoughts, his smallest aches. I knew the way he looks when wrong. I kept him soft when things went long. She calls him kind, and so he is, but she won't know the things he missed. He tells her half of who he was. I held the rest before it passed. She holds his hand, I held his fear. She holds his name, I held him near. But I knew him first. His late night doubts, his softer voice when lights went out. I knew the cracks beneath his smile. She sees the part I loved a while. I don't want what we had then, but I still know who he was when I knew him first. Not best, not right, but held his storm before his light. She gets the call, I got the fight. He's smiling now, but I knew that night. The fading hours, they don't come back. You asked me once chance if I would stay. I said I could, then looked away. The truth I held was hard to keep, and love dissolved into the deep. If I had spoken, if I had tried, would you still be here by my side? Fading hours, they slip like rain. The love I kept was never plain. I lost the chance to call you mine, and now I live with fading time. Your coat still hangs behind the door. I keep it there, I need no more. The notes I wrote remain unread. They echo back the words I left. If I had broken down my fear, would I still find you standing here? Fading hours, they slip like rain. The love I kept was never plain. I lost the chance to call you mine, and now I live with fading time. The silence grows, the nights feel long. I trace the lines where we went wrong. And though I beg for one more day, the truth I fear won't go away. Fading hours, they haunt my days. The words I saved in hidden ways. I lost the chance to call you mine, and now I live with fading down. They don't come back. The fading hours, they don't come back. I keep replaying what I said. Your eyes went quiet, I lost my thread. I pushed too hard, I crossed the line. You gave me trust, I dropped mine. Now I'm awake with nothing left, a hollow chest and no reset. If I could go back, take back the night, but wrong words don't fade, they burn in the light. It's all my fault, I broke us down. I turned your smile into lost and found. I trade every breath just to rewrite, but it's all my fault. I lost the fight. Your coat's still here, I had the key. I tell my friends, don't wait on me, 'cause every street still says your name, and every silence feels the same. if I had listened, boy, if I stayed still, maybe your heart would be mine still. It's all my fault, I broke us down, I turned your smile into lost and found. I trade every breath just to rewrite, but it's all my fault. How was the fight? No one to blame, it circles back. My hands were full, my words were slack. I want the chance to make it right, but the door is closed. No key tonight. It's all my fault, I broke us down. The truth is sharp, it cuts me now. I'd give all I am for one more try, but it's all my fault. I said goodbye. It's all my fault, I hear it still. Your voice fades out, but mine never will. I knew from the start you were a little too calm. I watched how you listened like I was already gone. You told me your past with a shrug and a smile, and something in me stayed one more mile. You never promised that you'd stay, but I kept showing up anyway. And I bet on you like I had something to win, and knowing full well what falling could have been. But I'd rather lose than never begin. You were a risk, but I let you in. My friends said wait, but I never do. You looked like a question I wanted to prove. You said this could break, but held my hand like someone who might understand. You gave me doubt, but I made it hope. Your silence came and I still spoke. 'Cause I bet on you with both feet in, like love was fire and I needed the burn again. You didn't ask, but I still chose. You were the maybe I wanted most. Some people love safe, some need proof, but I took one look and ran toward you. Even if you never stay, I'd still bet on you today. I bet on you like I had no doubt. I said your name with both lungs out. And maybe I'll lose, but maybe I don't. You were a risk, but I made you home. Ooh. Oh. things, but you always find my hand. Like that alone makes you understand. It's not perfect, but it's real, and every scar just helps it heal. So stay with me anyway, on the good days and the gray. Not 'cause we have to, but we choose to stay. You don't need to fix what isn't broken, just hold my truth like it's been spoken. Some nights feel a little far, but your breath still knows my heart. You see me clear when I fall apart, and stay close when I restart. We've built this home from quiet trust, a kind of love that learns from dust. So stay with me anyway, even when I pull away. And if my voice shakes or hides, you'll know it's me trying to try. You never ran when it got hard, you leaned in with both arms. This isn't luck, this is intent, this is the promise after the rent. So stay with me anyway, not for show, not for praise, just 'cause I'm yours and you are mine. Not by fate, but by design. And if we fall, we'll still remain side by side through joy and strain. Didn't think I'd try again, but here you are. You didn't ask why I flinch when it's quiet. You just stayed and let the silence soften. I don't know where this is going, but I know how it feels. There's no rush, no wait, no finish line we're chasing. Just your hand and the calm it brings. I'm not afraid to fall a little slow this time. You smile like it's not trying to fix me, and I don't flinch when you mean what you say. Maybe I needed someone who lets me breathe and doesn't fill in every blank I carry. There's no rush, no spark we have to prove. Just small hours that start to feel like home. I'm not afraid to love this gently, and if it fades, at least it was kind. I found a sweater you left on purpose but didn't take back. I replayed our last words like a scene that didn't fit the script. We both said it all but wanted everything, and that was the problem. You loved me like a habit, not a choice. It wasn't enough to feel it, not enough to mean it. If you only meant it in silence, it wasn't enough to hold me. If you didn't see me, I needed more than love. I needed you. You remembered my birthday, but forgot what hurt. You came home, but never really came back to us. I wanted to stay, but staying shouldn't feel like begging. It wasn't enough to want me if you didn't reach. It wasn't the lack of love, it was the lack of trying. And now I know that's why I won't go back. I sit right there, on your couch and laughed like it was a joke. You smiled but didn't look up, picked at your sleeve like it said more than I did. You asked if I wanted tea, like that was an answer. And maybe it was. I thought I'd feel lighter, but now I'm just quieter. You didn't say anything, not me too, not I'm sorry, not even let's talk later. Just silence and the sound of your kettle boiling. I stayed longer than I should have, watched you stir sugar into something you didn't drink. You asked if I wanted a ride. I said I'm fine, but I wasn't. No answer, still an answer, I know, but it's the kind lasted everything. You didn't say anything, and that said everything. I stopped calling just to see if you'd notice. You didn't. I changed my route so we wouldn't cross, and somehow you never did either. You kept my name like a number you'd rather not delete, but leak, but won't use. And I thought if I meant something, you'd at least, yeah. But you never asked why I started to fade. You never asked why my laugh felt staged. You never asked what happened. You just let it happen. I stayed up just in case you remembered, but the silence was loyal to you. With no drama, just a voice you didn't try to stop. I wasn't loud, I wasn't cruel, I just disappeared and you let me. You never asked why, and maybe that's the answer. You never looked back, and now I've stopped waiting. You didn't ask, and now I don't stay. Your sweater still in the passenger seat. I don't know if I should wash it or keep pretending you're coming back.
I still drive your route home just to feel what it felt like when you'd reach for my hand at the red lights. Now it's just silence in that damn song you said was ours.
I thought I'd forget, but memories don't work like that. You're not here, but your ghost won't get out of the car. I play music just to hear someone say something. I still check the mirror like you'll be smiling, but it's just me in the passenger seat again.
I parked outside
ask you why you changed your mind. Was it me, the timing, or just the passing light? You said you felt off, but I wasn't sure what you meant. And by the time I understood, you already went. You never really said goodbye, but silence is fluent when love dies. If you were here, I'd ask if you miss me. If you ever drive past and think of what we could be, I'd say I'm fine, but you'd know that's not true, because you used to read me better than I do. If you were here, I'd probably lie, but I'd mean every word with my eyes. Oh, oh. I'd ask if you still drink too fast when you're nervous in a crowd, if the couch still dips on your side of the house. I'd ask if her laugh feels like home the way mine did, but maybe that's not fair, so I'll leave it in my head. If you were here, I'd ask if you miss me. If you ever drive past and think of what we could be, I'd say I'm fine, but you'd know that's not true, because you used to read me better than I do. If you were here, I'd probably lie, but I'd mean every word with my eyes. I still talk to you like nothing's changed, and in my mind you always stay. If you were here, I'd probably say too much. I'd break the silence just to feel your touch. I'd smile like I've let you go, but you'd see through it slow. If you were here, I'd ask you to stay, but that's the one thing you never say. I used to check the sky before texting you, like clouds could carry answers. I wasn't brave enough to ask. You made me believe in signs, so I looked for them everywhere. But lately, the sky is just the sky, and that's a kind of freedom. I don't wait for lighting to tell me you still care. I stopped checking the sky. No more constellations to explain your distance. No more full moons to justify my tears. It was never about fate. You just left. I walk now without looking up too much. It's safer to focus on where I'm going. You don't need to be a storm to leave damage. And then I stopped checking clouds are just clouds again. I don't wait for lightning to tell me you still care. I stopped checking the sky. No more constellations to explain your distance. No more full moons to justify my tears. It was never about fate. You just left. Your cup still on the counter, like you meant to come back. Your jacket's on the chair, but you're not on the map. The fridge hums in silence, like it's filling in for you. And I keep the lights on, like that ever helps me through. You left no note, just close the door slow. And now it's empty where you were, like a shadow still breathing, like an echo that hurts. No mess, no sound, just a hollow kind of loud. You didn't have to say goodbye for me to feel it in every part of now. I put on your playlist, but skip every song and sleep on the edge like I'm still doing something wrong. Maybe you thought if you left quiet you'd leave kind, but it's empty where you were, and nothing fits the way we were. No mess, no fight, no last hug, just silence where there was love. You didn't have to break my heart, you just had to not come back. I told myself just one more day, but I knew I already had you. Didn't ask for all of me, but I gave the part I swore I'd hide. You said you're safe, and somehow I believed it.
It wasn't loud, sudden, just soft and steady.
I let you in through the smallest crack.
You didn't rush, you didn't knock, you just waited. I let you in without a promise, but with everything I'd left. I don't flinch when you say my name. I don't freeze when your hand reaches mine. I don't look back as much as I used to.
I still carry the ache, but it doesn't own me now.
I let you in the way light enters through morning quiet but full. I let you in and it feels like something I don't wanna lose. So stay if you mean it. I could tell from the way you checked your phone that we weren't gonna stay. You talked like you had a buzz to catch, even when we had all night. I asked if you were happy. You said this is nice, but not like you meant it. I knew I just didn't wanna to. You weren't gonna stay, and I was pretending you might. You never really saw me, you just liked being seen, and I held on like holding would make you believe. You smiled, but not at me. You kissed, but didn't mean it long enough. I waited in my own house like a guest with no bags. Maybe you tried, but trying isn't staying, and you never unpacked. You weren't gonna stay, and now I know I was the warmth you borrowed, not the home, but I still leave the porch light on, just in case. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.